Every Halloween, the air gets colder, the nights get longer, and the commercials get a little bit bloodier. From makeup ads with seductive bites to beer spots that dripped with dark glamour, television has long been haunted by some seriously stunning vampires. Tonight, we're sinking our teeth into 10 Halloween commercials that proved you don't need a full moon to fall under a vampire spell. So dim the lights, grab your candy corn, and prepare to be bitten by nostalgia. These are the top 10 vampire beauties of Halloween advertising, in no particular order. Budweiser Halloween, 1990. This one is kind of near and dear to me since it's the first female vampire Halloween commercial I can personally remember seeing. The concept is very simple. A guy out shopping at the store with his wife ends up at a Halloween party secretly hidden behind a Budweiser display. What makes the commercial, of course, is the beautiful blonde vampire Dracula plastered all over it, with the commercial ending with her asking us what our Bud type is.
They're Bud Light and Bud Dry.
What's your Bud type?
Virgin Media, 30 Days of Vampires. This Irish ad for Virgin Media features a female vampire getting rid of a guy she's dancing with to bite a different one. It's a simple concept as the premise is to advertise Virgin Media not having contracts, so in essence, no commitment, or as the commercial says, promiscuity. Axe Body Spray, Vampire. Here a hot one brings a guy back to her apartment. They go to the bedroom where she handcuffs him to the bed. As she fangs out and goes to bite him, instead of going for his neck, she goes after his armpit. Diesel Jeans, Sexy Vampire. Very similar to the last entry on the list, but in this one, a guy brings a girl back to his place for a little hanky-panky, but as she fangs out, trying to unbuckle his belt, he turns the table, grabbing a stake and hammer from the nightstand, and slaying her before walking out with her fangs as a trophy. AT&T Vampire Breakup. In this commercial for AT&T Uverse, a very run-of-the-mill guy tells a beautiful vampiress that he needs to break up with her. When she asks what the issue is, he mentions having a problem with cable. She tells him if he switches to Uverse, he'll be more satisfied and they can stay together. Obviously, this ad taking place during the height of the HBO series True Blood's popularity. The ad ends with the two kissing and her accidentally biting his lip, which he then tells her is also an issue. Audi S7 Vampire Party. I might be misremembering this, but I distinctly remember this being more of a Super Bowl ad than a Halloween one, but might have been both. Here a group of young-looking vampires are partying in the woods when a vampire in his Audi, who is bringing a stash of blood, shows up. Problem is his headlights, which as they light up the party result in the vampires disintegrating into dust. This being an ad during the early days of the LED daylight brightness bulbs in cars that are pretty standard now, but was a big deal when the S7 came out. Mistine Double Powder Foundation, they don't fear light anymore. In this ad from Thailand, a group of slayers follow bats who leave a car and head to the penthouse of a skyscraper. When they get there, they find a group of vampiresses hanging upside down from the ceiling. Just as the vampires go to attack, the slayers accidentally knock a picture down that covers a window, resulting in all the vampires burning. Well, all but one, who then tells us about the sun-blocking foundation she uses.
เฮ้ยทำไมผีดุนั่นไม่กลัวแดดล่ะ
เพราะดิฉันใช้แป้งมิสทีนดับเบิลพาวเดอร์ก่อนออกจากโรงทุกวันไงเลยค่ะ
แป้งมิสทีนใหม่
Vampire Vodka, a martini with real bite. In this adult beverage ad, we see two female vampires feeding on a guy, but they complain about how dull the experience is. The victim then points to the top shelf where we see a bottle of vampire vodka. The ad ends with us seeing the vampires enjoying their drink with their victim, who seems to be laughing with them out of fear. Goo Japan Clothing Line. In one of multiple ads for the Goo clothing line in Japan, we see Japanese idol Kiari Pyum as a vampire attacking various people in a hallway. As she bites them, they become various other vampire versions of her in different outfits. Playboy Heart Health PSA. And finally, my favorite Halloween vampire thing commercial comes from Playboy.com. Here, Playboy Playmate Jacqueline Swedberg is a vampire telling you ways that you can keep your heart healthy and blood pressure down. Though by the end, we find out she doesn't really care about our health as much as the reality that she wants our blood to taste better, and the healthier it is, the better it tastes. And there you have it, 10 unforgettable moments when advertisers decided that the best way to sell a product was with a bite. From hot deodorant addicts to fanged beauties selling you alcohol, these commercial vamps reminded us that Halloween isn't just about scares, it's about style, seduction, and a little supernatural charm. Whether they were luring us with red lips or hypnotic stares, each one proved that the vampire myth never really dies. It just gets a new wardrobe every October. If you enjoyed taking this dark little trip through ad history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We've got plenty more beautiful creatures of the night waiting in the shadows. And for our Patreon subscribers, you can sink your teeth into extended cuts and exclusive behind-the-scenes bites. Until next time, keep your garlic close and your neck exposed.